What we're going to do today is we're going to be able to convert our automatic wash pumps into a larger pump. Our first step, when you receive the kit and you open it up, you'll have a bag that will have some additional tie clamps from when we reroute these lines, and two much like hose clamps. The kit itself comes totally complete. As we take it out of the box, what we want to do is separate from our right side to our left side if we're looking at it from the front. Whether it's solvent or water, you have a side that's coated with blue, you have a side coated with red. So you want your hoses to go this way. We're simply going to take this, and this will mount right in the center on the base for the SUMO. At that point, we're going to take you through doing this on one side. You must have a 7mm socket and at least an extension, 1/4 inch, whatever you have available to you. And I'm going to use the assistance of Flo as we take this through. So our first step is we're going to cut our wire ties. And what we're going to do is run a complete new suction hose. While Flo is doing that, I'm going to unclamp our pump. We do not have to remove this pump. We can just leave it sit here. If you choose to remove it, you certainly can. So we're now going to pull our hose out, our siphon hose, and reroute. Exactly down through. Now obviously we will have to move the gun washer out so you have ample room to work outside. So we've completed running our siphon hose. Our next one is we're going to make this connection here from our old pump to our new pump. Just simply unplugging it, plugging it in here, and that connection is done. Our third connection would be for our fluid. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be making a splice, slipping this connection onto here and clamping it, and that'll complete it. So with that, Flo's going to make his cut here, and we're going to use this union to put these two together.
Also kein Nein, du musst erstmal den Staubstellen. So, okay.
This is where we need our 7mm. Well, you could use a screwdriver, but the 7mm makes it significantly easier. With that, this side has been completed. We're going to reroute this, put in our couple. You have new ties to tie this together. You may have receiving for your SUMO either two pumps mounted on a plate, or some may come to you with just one side. In this illustration, where we're actually doing the two sides, we made this side complete. Now I'm going to take an 8mm and I'm going to tighten up this clamp to ensure that it's tight. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go through the change just like we did on this side to eliminate this small pump so we can utilize this pump. So our first step would be, we're going to cut several of our ties, and we're going to begin our routing, much like we did before, starting with our siphon hose. The reason we want to use a new hose is if there has been any clogging or any debris that has gotten through here, or this hose has gotten split or whatever, it's much quicker and simpler that we know we have a complete new siphon hose as we make this changeover. Okay, so we're going to route this, remove the old one, this up, down, through, and as our final step, we'll change it out on the bottom. Our second step here, if I may make space, this flow is going to connect our make our simple change over there, and that connection is made. And we're going to do our suction. Again, this is the only area you want to give yourself just a little bit of a cushion there, but certainly not too much. And then discard that piece. Now we're going to work that connection. If we were doing this only on a water side, we could actually heat this with a heat gun to make it a little bit easier. When we're working with solvent, we cannot get any kind of flame or anything around there because of the solvent vapor. So it's a little tight getting on there, but once it's on there. And we've made our full connection. Now we'll put our ties together and then finish our rerouting there, and our total pump conversion has been completed. Thank you.